Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 25th. A little bit of that downdraft continuing once the selling started. But again, we don't really have much of a strong short activity. And obviously, you can see even here in the post market, we've already had a jump up from there. And we can see from our 50K a little bit later why that is. Short term buyers popping back up here in the post market, and they'd already started to level out from the previous day. But the shakeout's going to have to move up if it's going to have any stability. And the fact that we never dipped below red line here on the extreme down below just means that it's not a significant dump or anything like that. Just clearing out positive extremes, taking out weak hands. From an NQ standpoint, similar effect, but you can see post market already having a pretty good sized jump. That could level out in between, most likely. You get some softening in between there, capturing a lot of people who decided to jump in the short bandwagon, and then you're able to just squeeze them, and that's really effective in post market. From a treasury standpoint, obviously the money moving back into the market, a little bit of a dip there. Those still white MBI leads, so no real change, and it should stay in this area. There's no reason why it would see a decrease, because obviously rates aren't changing and the Fed's given no indication that they're going to do anything like that. So, I mean, like we've talked about, at a certain point, you have to accept reality. From an oil standpoint, still holding above that 50%, still within a buy configuration there. Um, they need to keep that under wraps. The euro, a little bit softer, still fading there, but you can see the short action on that is sort of faded off. And they're in a pretty comfortable range still. Nothing threatening at this particular stage. It wouldn't be until they broke below that 106.5 range there, the 23%, that would be a problem. And you can see we're getting to that extreme oversold where there's usually a bounce from that effect. From a gold standpoint, not a whole lot happening. Still in weak mode with the MBI weight leading, and that's not inconsistent. It really shouldn't fade a whole lot with interest rates remaining high. It just becomes one of those return aspects with no momentum to it. You're better off being in the market at that particular stage. And that's the same thing that we're seeing with cryptos, and that just isn't creating much exuberance at this particular stage. But keep an eye on them, because it won't take much to turn them around. So ETH a little bit weaker here with that white MBI spike coming back up. It was actually looking a little bit stronger than Bitcoin. It's actually held up quite a bit better. But we got the rising zero, so I kind of want to pull price down towards the rising zero until it flattens out a bit, and then we would expect to see our next move. So it could be a few days out. Here's that 50K. So this is the last positive extreme we had right back over here, and marked it. And what happened was market came to it, tried to hold on a little bit, then they had a little more room to clear out some more shorts, but you can see coming right back up to where it was. Pretty clean. I like it. The action's been pretty consistent overall. From a 5K standpoint, I wish I had my 5K, but the 5 minute, still clean runs. It's just a lot of extra bars for no extra value in my mind. But overall, that weakness was pretty clean, dropping below all those previous algos until a little bit later. And then boom, we just start coming right back up and hitting the exact same ones, plateauing, and then settling back right in between here in the post-market one after the big jump. A couple more positive extremes that had started right here had already gotten filled, so that's very helpful. So this also cleared out any of the initial breakout ones, and with that being done, then they're pretty clear to proceed as they want in this particular case. And I think that we'll probably see it stabilize a little bit and just run across in between this algo range, that 37 to 55, for a little bit. And barring any major developments on the debt ceiling, blah, 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 it's all talk. We just have to follow what the readings are and go from there. But it gives them impetus to, really push a move, and then reverse into it. So whether it's up or down, we'll be able to see how it's going to play out as it develops. As always, though, I will update you on the Skype chat. Trade well. Have a good one.